Oh boy. So, this will be the very first time that I ever play a PC game on my stream. I don't know if it's going to work. As an interesting side note, there will now be no 3 seconds of delay because it's capturing directly off of my computer instead of a delayed capture device. I don't know if that's going to make any difference, but my reactions will be in real time to this slow as a glacier puzzle game. I haven't started it yet, don't worry. It's not that the screen is black because you can't see it. It's because it's not running. I've hopefully got all of my settings in order so that it'll work. I just bought this copy probably about half an hour ago. I have a disc of this game, but guess what? It doesn't work on modern computers. It's made for Windows 95, which is basically Windows 4, and Windows 10 doesn't like it. A 64-bit operating system doesn't know how to handle a 16-bit program. Confuses the heck out of it. So I've bought a version off of Steam that has been patched to hopefully work correctly. And this is basically the first time that I'm booting it up. Well, I booted it up once just to test it, to see if it would actually launch, because my CD sure wouldn't. And it does. I turned down the volume a little bit, but it may still be loud, so let me know if it is. The other problem is I've seen this game. Like, before I bought a copy of it, I had a friend who had it. And I watched them play it, kinda. And then I got a copy because, it's fascinating, of course. Back in the 90s, FMV game. Solve the puzzles, explore the mysterious world. And so I got a copy. And I don't think I've ever solved the riddle of a single one of the ages. I think all I've ever done in this game is wander around the first island, poking at the buttons and stuff, not knowing what the heck to do. I was a wee babby at the time, and now I'm a whole-ass fossil. So hopefully, in the past 30 years, I've picked up enough smarts to figure out how to get out of the starting area. But I want to try it raw, no help, no guides. And once I find out that doesn't work, then I'll try cheating. But I'm going to have my stupidity on full display. Oh, I should have put something in my stream tags about, if I'm stuck on a puzzle, please feel free to help. I'll let you know now. Anyway, well, let's give this a try. Hopefully it will go okay. Oh, You know what? Here, let me make some changes. Because my window, it is very small. And I figured, well, I don't want to change it because I got my stream set up all set for it. But let's, yeah, that's something I can see. And I'll put it here. No, I won't. There, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So I checked out the options. There's nothing. There's no graphics setting. There's no audio settings. I don't know what zip mode or transitions are. Like, I'm going to turn that on because to me that implies that, like, when transitioning from one screen to another, something will happen. And maybe like an old computer wouldn't be able to do it, but perhaps mine can. Who knows? We'll try.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Man, it's so cool. Oh, it's chugging. Here we are. All right, where to first? I mean, it starts us out facing this way. So how about we give it a try? What's this do? Nothing. Now this part changed. What's this? Topographical extrusion test 40, water turbulent pool 67, and marker switch diagram 47 for the dimensional imager. Yep, that's the thing that I'm flipping around. I mean, that didn't really tell me anything. Like, is it just showing me switch wants to be up? Because that's what I've been doing. Maybe there's like a third one. Okay, what do we got? What about 67? Oh, that's just what it was set on before. Alright, 40 then. Aw, come on. Ooh. Computer graphics. Oh yeah, and it stays there. Is there anything I can do on this screen? Oh hey, look at that. Is that a bird or a dragon? Well, never let them say that there's nothing alive in the ages. Alright, well... Oh, what's this? Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our 4-chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Let's just pretend I'm Catherine. So there's a whole bunch of these marker switches, eh? So we're at 3. Poke, poke. 4. 5. It's down here. So I've got to get it to a certain number. This one's set at 0. This one's not changing. Oh, I think I broke it. Oh! Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, the power to the spaceship. Oh, that's what that number means. So the spaceship's not getting any power, no matter what I do. Six. Seven. Is it just 7? I'll deal with you later. I guess that's wrong. We could probably brute force this. There's at least 7. So it can't be many more than that, right?
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't make the conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
The inflection in his voice as he gave that little speech is incredibly nostalgic. Alright, Lib Barbie. So we got rocket ship, we got power station, we got little boat, we got the docks, we got whatever's next door, we got the gears, and then there's this thing over here, but it's not marked on the map. It reminds you of the Wing Commander and Command and Conquer. All I remember, or no, I've never played those, so it's not all I remember, but all I've seen is, of course, the famous clip of going to space. No, yeah, there we go. Red page, but I can't read it. I can only pick up. Red page for red book. Red pages for the red book. Oh. I was gonna look at those. Oh, too late now. Blue page for the blue book.
Serious? Are you? See you. Nah. Help me. Bring blue pages. Never. Just... I must have the blue page. Bring them to me.
I can't really make out what they're saying other than blue pages for blue book, red pages for red book. Game has a wonderful OST. Probably not right now, but I believe that later on it does. Let's go this way first. It's the observatory thing. I gotta rotate it so that I actually have a view, right? Alright, that's a problem for later. Seventh guest. I think I've seen a... Oh. That's the door, huh? I can get into the fireplace? I can't look around inside the fireplace, though. What would I need to get into the fireplace for? Oh, I started to say that I had way back like 10 years ago or so. I was really into like the old Let's Play archive. And so I started at the beginning and I went through all of them. I mostly went through like Alpha Protocol and like the A's and the numbers, including Seventh Guest. So I like read a text-based walkthrough with pictures of that game. Oh, let's press this. I have called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it's exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, There are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passageways are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I'm eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I have arrived here late and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began to what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water I hardly noticed that we arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths of the village, or to the village level approximately. Village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least, he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded the strong creature, who dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent he appeared human. His hair, which was only his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise, this creature would speak my language. Shortly thereafter I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go to sleep. I look forward to learning more. As I suspected, the ancient creature is a human, but he is old beyond his own reckoning and seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It's almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He's adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me that he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he's told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings which happened randomly. Some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out, maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I'm not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I am especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have been stopped on its own. Yet, the old man believes in the truth of the story as if he'd been there, and the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something about rest and sleep. He then said, "We had expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hands on their head. All of the while, he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally, he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes, walked out the door, and off of the narrow path high in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body. He had fallen onto the lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures, lit the pier on fire, and I watched as the flames engulfed him. As this strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. This morning, I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's event. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander through the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon, that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on, and the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I'm even beginning to learn bits of their language. I've decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and, hopefully, return with them. However, I'm sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Achenar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind, as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers, and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I'm leaving tomorrow to check on... Man, this is so blurry. Osmoian age? Cirrus had suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay. Though the idea unsettles me, I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them, alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect of the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Chachtik? I have no idea. They are being menaced by the chocolate. I fear for their survival and plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Achenar here. See Everdune's journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Achenar, I see that they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again. And for a little longer this time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Achenar are staying behind again. I have been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Achenar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Achenar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I've told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence, and it was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoyed hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see how that inks have changed from the black that I thought they were to various different colors. I have shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know that they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through the very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. May will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me that they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. And we got like a little map for the forest age. Future bridge. Well, I'm guessing that means they're going to build a bridge there rather than that is the future bridge that will take me to the future. Oh geez, which book was that? It was this one, right? Okay, Channelwood. Burned books. But we got this one. I think this was a part where when I was younger and me and my friends were like trying to struggle our way through this game, I don't think we ever read these books. I think we might have like read a couple pages and then realized how much there was to read, and we never bothered. So settle in for like an hour of this. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. Oh, did Alone in the Dark have a whole bunch of books too? I mean, it's really impressive. Like, this part in particular struck me with fascination. Like the idea of a game where you could walk into a library, click on books on the shelf, and then flip through them and there was actually a whole bunch of stuff in them to read. I think Elder Scrolls also has something similar to this, where you can get book objects and read them. Like, just like the level of detail that's like, yep, here's a book, and you can read the whole book, is like really impressive and immersive, but like, who has the time, right? Get some water because my lips are falling apart. One day, another person appeared on the rocks. For no apparent reason to Emmett, Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave on which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that's the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, they were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change to their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by writing it into the world. Though everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Though this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of it and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I would very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it's additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, and as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it's falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rock that we're building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate the construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished, and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from the rocks with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of the ocean dew that I'd become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have more profound impact on this world than I think I could have ever written. I think. Stone Ship Age. Bird's Eye View. Oh. So, I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They're all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they've tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like in another 10 years. Constellations. 3 stars, the anchor. 2 stars, the eyeball. The snake, I guess. The beetle. The cross. The arrow. The flamingo. And the leaf. That seems like the kind of thing where I should have a notepad and write that all down. Book number 3. It has been a while since I heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think for some reason I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. Hey, good morning, Avada. How you doing? This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkling with white clouds. It's absolutely breathtaking, and yet, that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red, long past sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend to the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst-linked book with me when I return, in case one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one that I left only 3 months ago. It's been transformed into a barren desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind I remember has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like desert, though I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night, I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breeze has returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep into the crust of the planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It's also important that I check on Cirrus and Atkinar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools and I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I've returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I hope... Well, and I have decided 3 meters is not enough support for amazingly strong to be one of my most prized inventions. I am extremely... Oh, I would never have imagined it to come together. Man, I wish I had like a soundboard where I could play that noise that they have for the static effect for this part. I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of completely fatigued. I am so happy to have complete tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Atkinar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. This looks important. This looks... Let me try something. There we go. Clue saved. Save as? Alright, I took a screenshot of it. Meteors. Yo! This one. Okay, well, I haven't found this puzzle yet. But when I do, boy howdy. Okay, I definitely need a notebook. Oh, geez. There's no way I'd be able to remember this with my mushy brain. But if I ever find a pegboard that wants me to draw pixel art, and I have a corresponding number that I know it wants to receive... Oh my god, there's so many. More than 100. Oh my gosh. $300. Hooey. And that was this one? Yeah, this guy is secretly a real book. None of these others are. Now, let me get some water first. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and gray, and increasingly displays flashes of the lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through very many things in his strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries were easily overwhelmed. The ship continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive through the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack the enemy would return to finish the destruction that they had started so long ago. I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me and had an idea that sparked in my mind and provided the needed defenses for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on a plan for protection. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance that they have been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We're building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence and their creativity. It is refreshing to see, as they work on some small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue skies in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work, and we have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the three hills, which are now only islands, due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I begin experimenting with it on my visits to Aspermare. I will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. The black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears that they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Last night we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me. I've had a healthy adventure, and I have begun to work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe. I have begun. But first I will have an extended time with Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the Tide. I believe in my travels I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. Did I get that word right? Is it bone? It's not an L. Sure. Okay. I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I'm confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Oh, well, that was a short one. Oh, okay. I feel like there should be more books, actually, because that's not even one book for each age. And I could only match up a couple of them with things that I know. Oh. Well, here's where that goes. But what number do I want? Pick a number between 1 and 300. Ta-da! Oh, does it save? Sure don't. So you better get the you better get it right the first time, because you can't go out and check the book for reference. Can't do it from memory, you gotta write it down. So, did we even learn anything? No power. there's the constellations. Bird. Arrow. Anchor. Bug, snake. But which ones does it want? Oh, here's the one that I missed. It's off and I can't do anything with it. Yep, this is as far as I've ever gotten in Myst. Now what? Yeah, brute smarts. Just fuck around and find out. Huh, not another. Okay, what do you suppose it wants? What's the clock say? No, I want to see the clock. Looks like it's 3:40. Can I get 3:40 going? Oops. Like, what numbers do we even have to work with here? It's just 1, 2, 3, over and over. How many? And we get 6 pulls. Seven pulls? See, I was hoping when I was going through all of the books that there'd be like a note in the back that said something about like a code. All I found was the piano keys. Oh. Oh. This opens. This is the thing that lets me see. Damn, dude. Okay, so I can pick a date. Wait, what's this number? Oh my god, this isn't year, is it? Come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous. So I need a date. All right, now I've exhausted everything. I need clues. Let me listen to this guy again.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
So the only clue he gives is tower rotation. So, like, what do I do with these switches? What? Well, what do I do with a white page? Oops. Okay, well, I have access to a white page now. Whoop. Whoop, how'd that happen? Yeah, there we go. There's a whole lot of stuff where it's like, I need a number, or I need a date, or I need a something. But where do I get that information from? Like, I need a number for in here. I need a number for in here. This one, over here. This one just doesn't even work. I need a number for in here. Where do I find these numbers? Wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, I guess not. Oh! Okay, now I got something new. I can rotate the tower. Alright, let's try this now. Ah ha ha, okay. 240, 221. The 221 could go anywhere. 240 kind of implies to me that it's for the clock tower. 240, 221. Well, we got some numbers. Let's see if we can do anything with them. Um, that won't work neither. What do I want? No. There's nothing else in this room, huh? This is really tough to control. Cool, I did nothing. Oh, it's even got the gear here. But how do I set the 240? Wait. Oh, 240 was how to open the door. So that's where I get that number. Okay. I can do it. So I want to get it to a spot where it's because it's hard to get two sides matched up. Well, that's the opposite of what I want. Hey. I could just keep going. I thought I had a limited number of spins. Ho ho ho. I'm gonna guess this is the mechanical age. Well, I did it. I solved one puzzle. And I did half of it with brute force. So we got this. It's kind of spooky. They light up, but they don't seem to do anything. Looks like some knobbies up on top. Still nothing, huh? Oh, this didn't move. So, there's 10,000 possible combinations here. Oh, if I could rotate the base, I could get over to that side. Oh wait, there's a whole ass other room in here. Well, I got a blue page. I'll just take it with me. Cirrus, your greed sickens me. Your desire for wealth and plunder is never satisfied. I will instruct my subjects not to pay your new tax, and you know that they'll listen to me. Regards, Akinar. No page in here, though? Well, let's go back. turn in this blue page. How do I go back? Oh. Oh no. I gotta find a book that's linked to Myst before I can return home. Oh dear. No, how wasn't that? It was... Alright. I want it to be... Oh, no, that's too far. I think that's also too far. But let's go check, just in case it's not. Wait, what? Oh, it doesn't move the walkway at all. So what's it changing? Oh, it's literally just access to this. Gotcha. So, was there even a purpose to this thing? Because I can come here and strand myself. It's like there's stuff up there. Looks like little knobbies. Like I can't do anything up here. I can't even walk around and explore. Certainly can't do a big jump. I don't know what that's for. That's not the code, is it? Hold on, hold on. Two dash plus T. Those aren't the symbols, though, are they? Let me out of this crazy place. No, those aren't the symbols. Phew. How do I get over there? Like, it's gotta be that this platform can move, right? So this is just rotating the middle. But like, can I set it to rotate the outer circle? Is there more inside of these chambers? Is there anything that might have clues as to what symbols to use? What do these do? Like, I can't even click on them. They just light up. Do anything with the chessboard? It's not even a chessboard. It's too small. I don't think I can do anything. Click on stuff here. It only does it for a little time. I can't hold it down. Is it just meant to be threatening? Is this a puzzle? I can't click on anything else. When I do that, it doesn't make something appear. Oh, these are all poison. I only just now noticed the little skull and X bones. Like, This kind of sucks. If I had a Myst linked book, I would go back and I'd try a different age. Well, I'd bring back that blue page. Wait. Where's my cursor? Fortune's rotation simulator calibrating? How did I miss this? It didn't actually do anything. It was just a simulator. Dink? Still no. But those little knobbies sure look like the knobbies that are up on top of the thing up here. But how do I reach them? Yeah, I want to play with those knobbies. That must be the actual fortress rotation controls. How do I get up there? Like, if I had to walk around and there was a ladder on the back, that would make sense. Or if there was just like a ladder on the side here. Or if these weren't up on top and they were just like here, in this nook, where I could reach them. But what do I do when they're way up on top there? I can't click on them from here. So strange. Huh? I wanted to see if I could click these, if they were a secret button. But no. Why did it flash 5 times? That's why. No. let's try that. How do I keep ending up in here? I did it! At long last. Okay, the last two are spikes and half circle. Where are the rest? I mean, I could brute force the first two. That's only 100 combinations, down from 10,000. Oh. There's a little tiny island out here that I didn't even know existed. Okay, so C and N. CN spikes half circle. Is this anything? CN spikes half circle. And that'll give me the way out, right? And don't forget to pick up that page on your way out. It was in here? We did it.
friend. You wouldn't protect. These pages rescue me. I'm Akinar. My brother, I beg you. To be complete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. Now listen to my brother. He's a fool and a liar. Bring me the blue pages. The red ones. Don't bring the red ones. Implore you. I've been wrongfully imprisoned. You must. I will have my retribution. Please bring me the blue pages. Pages.
So, blue is Akinar. So, red is Cirrus. Alrighty. I'm going to assume I'm finished with that age. I'm going to assume my goal is to find a page and return. And that's all I have to do. I don't think that I have to search for Koroks or anything like that. Like, but who knows? There might be multiple pages. All right, let's get some more numbers. I'm really enthralled. Go down. The movement controls are kinda stiff, but I mean, what do you expect? Oh God. What's that say? Is that 516? I think that's what those say. You know what? That last one probably says 657. I think that's 16. Okay, off to the dentist chair. Well, let's get our teeth did. Okay, so first up we have October 11th. 1984. At 10:04 a.m. What am I? Oh, that's the Leaf constellation. And then January. 17. 12:07. Oops. Keep going past it. 5:16 a.m. Which one's that? That's the snake. And then November 23. Nine 791. At 6:57. Oh, I don't know that one. I was hoping it would be an easy one like I. Okay, well, what's it look like? It looks like a circle with like goblin ears. Which one had it? The constellations? Oh, geez. Yeah. Circle with goblin ears? Maybe? Maybe it's the anchor? So that one's the snake. Oh, it's the beetle. It's definitely the beetle. Yeah. Leaf, snake, beetle. And then we come out here. Not bird. Leaf. Beetle. Snake. Um, um, I don't have to do them in order, do I? Oh, I had cross clicked from earlier when I was fucking around. Oh, that's what the problem was. So that'll raise the ship. Yep, there it is. Gangplank galleon. Oops. Oh, this is Stone Ship. Man, this game is so cool. Doesn't even let me go in there. I don't know what I did. Ooh. Ooh. If I mess around with those, can I change the water level or something? It's really curious. Like, what if I just leave this on too? Doesn't change anything in here. Aw, it's real dark. Maybe one of these turns on the lights. Oh. It fills it with water. Wait. And now this is full of water. So if I turn it to 1. That's what that does. It's still freaking dark though. Okay, so two drains this. So what does 3 do? Does that help out in here? Ho 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 ho. Hee 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 hee. Hoo 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 hoo. And this will turn on the lights. But only for a little time, a little while. I think. Did I not? Did I crank it 99% of the way? Or is this not the lights after all? I mean, it's going down. The lights aren't on. Well, you know what? There's this power line that goes over there. So let's chase it. Doesn't really... What am I hoping to see? $180 for the boat mast. $135 for the beacon. Well, let's just assume that's what I'm looking for. Well, that's... So what is this? It goes... to here? Yeah, okay, so it lights up down here. Let me just crank this all the way full. Because I sure don't want the lights running out when I'm way at the bottom of that area. These aren't doors, are they? No, I can't even click on them. It's a bed, but I can't jump on it. There's a red page. Who keeps their kitchenware inside their dresser? Yeah, I don't care about that. That can't be it. It's got to be more, right? Maybe if I had a screwdriver, I could take that off. Is it because I'm holding something? Yeah, I never figured out what was up with those glowing gems in the last one either. No, it's just for show. It's just some environmental storytelling. All right. No, I don't need that. Well, I got the page. So now... How do I get the lights on in here? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. If I go around to the other side, more poisons. It's a map of... I can't tell. Probably a fake one. Marker Switch Island. The vault is located, blah blah, the island of achieved very. Instructions are each marker, turn every one of to the on position. Final step. Another map. More maps. So there's a red page and a blue page. Is there a red page and a blue page in both? And I just never found the red page in the last place and I gotta go back? Okay, it teleported the red page back to where it was before. So now I just have to figure out how to turn the lights on. in the boat. So dark. And there's still juice on this. I'm like, what was the purpose of this? Is this just for funsies? Maybe if I just hang out, my eyes will adjust to the darkness, and then I'll be able to see. Feels like there should be a light switch or something down here. Like just like a glowing button, and then I click it and everything lights up. And then like there's like blood splattered all over or something to give me a shock. Like, oh no, I didn't realize I was walking around with all of these bugs everywhere. I'm clicking on anything that looks like it might be a light switch, like this. Would my hand change if it were? Dang it, how do I get those lights on? There's no power cord that leads to it. Because we got this one, comes out and it goes to here. And the other one comes to here. So they're just for down there. Turning the crank for power, I mean. What's the purpose of this? Sunken lighthouse. Is there more to do down there? I guess not. Oh, do I just have to crank it once? Huh. Like, the book's gotta be down here. But I can't see anything. I'm really stumped. I don't know what it needs. Now I'm wondering if there's like a light source that I can pick up and take with me. Like a candle. That was different. Is that always empty? Hey, it's the flag from the Black Ships. Yeah, look at all these candles. Let me take some candles. Hmm. I can come up here on On the bow of the ship. What does that do? It's like if I could like... Because maybe there's like a light switch on the wall here when you come in the door. Oh, I'm tempted to cheat. I've been stuck here for like half an hour. How do I turn the lights on? There's got to be a book down here somewhere that'll let me get back to Myst. But there's no weird buttons for switching where the current goes. Yeah, it looks like I just got to crank it once. Urgh. Should I cheat? I'm all out of ideas. No one has any suggestions, do they? Send me a link to an article. Myst, 8 things you should know before playing. Number 1, choose your version. Number 2, start from 0. Number 3, it's point and click. Number 4, use your brain. Number 5, write things down. Number 6, standalone, not really. Number 7, it's good for VR. And number 8, save often. Well, that doesn't particularly help with my current situation. Although, I probably should at some point save, right? Hey, what about this? Is this a light source? Can I take Skellebones? I can zoom in on it. Can I click anything? Can I take this lantern? Can I go to this one and go to I... No, not that. Knife? No, not syringe, knife. Can I pick up like any object that isn't a page to bring with me? Alright, I think I'm gonna cheat. I have no idea. Oh, cool. Nothing on game facts. In the water, turn on the lights. Oh my gosh. First, let me recharge this thing. So, all right, here's the clue that I'm taking. Oops. Remember how I said, hey, are these things on the side doors? I think one of them secretly is. Jeez. Yeah, so that's what I was missing. So I have to guess which one of these buttons to press. And each time I fuck it up, I gotta go back and recharge. So the telescope wants me to know 135 degrees, the direction of the lighthouse. But the buttons on the compass thingy aren't labeled, so I don't know which one's 135. So I gotta like hunt and peck, I guess. If I... Oh, this one also opened on this side. So I can get there from either of the staircases. Because it wants me to... 135 is for the blinking of the lighthouse. And then I come here and I look at this thing. So this is 0, right? And this is 180. And this is 90. 500, 10, 20, 30, so that's not it. That's not it. Compass-like device, buttons all around the edge. May remind you of the telescope at the top of the deck. It sure doesn't. If you look through it earlier, rotate the need to push the button that corresponds to its degrees, 135. Which one's 135? Nope, none of them have any numbers. Southeast on the compass. Nope. Geez, what a punishment. If you click the correct button, the lights will come on. Okay, I don't need a full battery. I clicked southwest, didn't I? There. God. I don't know, man. Alright, throw that away. I don't know if I would have ever figured that out. Secret door in the wall. Let's go an all Terminator 2 on me. Just wanted to have a look around first. We'll be back in a minute. Grab that blue page. All right, red guy. Let's see what Cirrus has to say through static.
Return. Thank you for bringing to it. You must continue. beg you to find the remaining red pages. You must read. Release me from this book, Jack. Come. Bring. I need more red pages, please. Beg. Don't waste time. Look. Don't. My brother is guilty. And I wrongfully imprisoned. Bring the red page to me.
Okie dokies. Well, let's go back. Grab that blue page. So it's probably that there's a red page and a blue page in each one. And I'm guessing the red page that I didn't get from the mechanical age, or is that the fortress age? It's related to that 3 gems puzzle that didn't seem to do anything. Yeah, who needs it? Oh, I Googled it and I found something before you posted your link of the helps there. The Myst hint guide. I don't want to use hints, but man, I was stuck there. So I gotta turn that back on. Let's get a little bit of light. Alright, have a good night, Twitchy. Thanks for your help, though. Oh, I gotta press the... Grumble, grumble. Yeah, there's like just a tiny little line that shows that it's split to get to the secret door. I'm going to see if I can find the red page back in Womp's Fortress there.
Ah, good. Still more pages you find. Bring more. I must have some more. That's all I ask of you. Long. It's so long since my brother, Sirius, wrongfully imprisoned me within this book. Stupid schemes. Pretty speech. Greed, which is endless. It should be perfectly obvious to you. He's done evil and he has destroyed all before. Do not bring the red pages to him. Not let him trick you. He believed you. He tricked our father. Hideously murdered our father. He'll trick you. He'll murder you. Don't touch the red pages. I beg you to bring the blue pages. To me, listen, you must obey me. The pages are my only hope. You must help me. You must help me.
Oh wait, no. No need for that to be closed. So this has to be a thing, right? I wonder if I rotate the tower, or if I rotate the fortress, and then look through this periscope, will I see something? I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Still nothing. If I come in here, because I found this. my gosh, it's right here. I guess I didn't click on the thing to get the right angle. Now I gotta fuss around with the tower. Put it back where it was so that I can escape. I gotta figure out how to save too. I'm gonna drop off this page and figure out how to save. Okay, so wait, no, that was the door.
Have returned. Additional page. Flee from my prison on this forgotten island of Myst. I see that you are. I am called Cirrus. I need all the red pages. I know. Must search and bring 2 more for the red pages. I am released. I promise. Don't touch the blue pages. That is where my blood. For my wicked brother. He is a man of distorted mind and senses. He disgusts me. Do not release Aknar. Thirst for destruction is not. Never ending. Bring the red page. May you please release me from this prison. I promise you will be greatly rewarded. You must help me. Help me.
Only 2 more red pages, huh? But there's still a bunch of ages left to go to. Okay, so, what happens if I press escape? Save. Oh, there's an autosave. Resume. Okay, there's autosave. That's great. Now I don't need to worry so much. But just in case, I got beans. Okay. next up. So, couple things. I should probably unload some of my thoughts before I continue. Number one, why would a book have TV static? Number two, they say that one of my sons is evil, and then it's giving me the option of which one to help, but I'm pretty sure both of them are evil. I had a number three, but I've already forgotten it. But there's more ages than pages, apparently. There's like 6. But they're saying, oh, bring me 4 pages. So now I wonder if there's like multiple endings, depending on who you help. Oh, come on, climb down. Down. All right. 724. Easy. Like, I'm kind of nervous to go beyond this next age. Because I'll give them like the 3 pages each, but if it's like my decision of which one to help is actually impactful, that's going to be a problem for me. I want to find out what I'm getting into. Oh shoot, what was the number? Oh, come on. Come on, man. Light it. Do I have to strike the match? Light the thing, dude. Come on. Come on. Be a pal. I dropped the match. Oh, wait. Now it's lit. No! The needle's not moving. Oh, I got it going. And I can turn the crank now. But the pressure's stuck at 0. Oh, I can just hold it down. So that's maximum. Something's happening. How do I get to that big tree? Because I think I remember that the tree moves. But like, where is it? Where's the path to it? Like, I thought that this would be like a visual indicator of what I'm doing. There's the tree. Oh, it's going up. I need to stop it. Does that stop it, or am I still boned? Oops, too much. Well, I can do this. What was the name of this place? This is one of the few that they actually gave a name to. Ooh, that's going to be a thing. What's this even doing? All right, so
Nothing. I probably need a crank handle or something. Is this just where I was? Or do I also need a crank handle for this elevator? Nope, no good. Wait. How do I get back to that one pipe? I like went out across the water. Yeah, this one. I can't get any of these things to work. Alright, what if I go this way? What is going on with these things? What's this do? Can't hold it down. Oh, I gotta close the door first. I guess it makes sense. I was concerned that clicking on the door would make me get out, though. Oh, I'm lost. Was there anything to do up here? I'm not finding a single clickable... Did it seem like there was anywhere down there I couldn't get to? Oh, of course it won't work. It doesn't have power at the bottom. It'd be nice if I could unlock the door. It's just a anti-shadow. All right, let's try. Yeah, that's the right one. If we go up here, oops, on the one that we had to try real hard to activate. Maybe this takes us to a special location. Oh. Well, I mean, so that's how we get to the book. But we haven't found any pages.
Not a single one.
If we go up here, can't go up there. If we could unlock the door, come down, switch it, go back up, that would be intuitive. Alright, let's redouble our efforts for looking for things. Clicka, clicka, clicka. I'm not seeing any pages anywhere. Or anything I can click on. No boxes, no notes, no drawers. Like some of this stuff looks promising, but can't click anywhere. Not even this mysterious little cage thingy. Oh, what's this? Now it's unlocked. You're welcome. And that's what played for us. So we can change the message here.
I hope I pushed the right button, my dear brother. What a very interesting device you have here. I'm not erasing anything important, am I? Remember, he is preparing. Take only one page, my dear brother.
Oh. There's a blue page right here on the floor. Vault access. A very plain view on access mode. Simple follow. First locate switches on the island. And the dock and the marker switch. I think it's telling me to turn everything to the on position and then go to the dock and turn that one to the off position. And it'll pop open the hatch and give me a white page, which I already found. I think that's what this is telling me. But I don't know what to do with the white page. And there's the red page. Okay. So, what do I got to go through to get back? Switch that one too. What? But I switched it. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
There. I wonder what happens if I try to give a blue page to the red book.
Oh, my friend. Bring in the blue pages. I see. Convinced the Cirrus is guilty. Pray, do not release him. He will destroy me, just as he did. Innocent bystander. I've been wrongfully tricked into imprisonment. You have observed his unbridled lust for riches. In the 4 remaining worlds, some plot. It was almost perfect. Final blow to the father. You tricked him into believing that it was I who was the murderer. I didn't murder father. Bring me the remaining. Please. A liar. All in a liar. Must not be free. What the remaining blue pages from the last age of Myst. I must be free. You must free me. I cannot bear it here for eternity. Free me.
More juice. Oops. This needle should really move. Oh, now it's full. So what happens if we get in here and it takes us up? You beat it back in 98? I've never gotten anywhere in this game before tonight. I'm so pleased that I'm managing to bumble my way around, and I only needed to cheat one time. Back in your day, you couldn't even cheat. That's probably true, because I went to GameFAQs and they didn't have anything. You coming down? Anyway, all I needed to cheat was I had to find a secret door. I couldn't find it, but a walkthrough alerted me that there was one. Have I played Inscription yet? No, I have not. I want to, though, someday. Come on. Oh, it's a lot slower this time. Let me out. Let me out. Yeah, Inscription looks really cool. Like, I forget what game show it was. Like, there was one of those presentations where they showed the trailer for it. And once I saw the trailer, I was hooked. I wanted to get it. I think I probably could have gotten it at a point, maybe like a couple months ago. But I didn't. Alright, so... First, yeah, the door is open. Oops. Red page. Does the astrolabe do anything? No. Secret door? Well, I can look at the broken chairs for some reason. There's not any other secrets in here, right? This game is still hype. I'm super excited playing it. Okay, are these all still set up from last time? I think maybe yes. Oh. I want to try out a real Myst, or even the new Myst remake, where this is like a 3D game that you go around in. I want to give that a shot. Point and click Indiana Jones one? No, I haven't. I've played an alarmingly low amount of PC games.
With each page I can see more clearly. soon be free from this horrible prison, this book. You must visit the one remaining age you have not. Confident that and my brother Akhenaten is demented. He is guilty. He took advantage of the freedom our father had given us. Akhenaten begins it. I ask you again. Do not retreat through pages. He will destroy both myself and you, just as he destroyed the other pages of Myst. Never will escape. You must simply bring the red. The story that I, your wisdom, you will see that I am innocent and he is guilty. This forgotten island long ago. I will owe you my life, and you will be greatly rewarded.
So I'm a little bit unsettled that Sirius is talking about, oh, there's just one world left, bring me one more page. And Arcanon is like, oh yeah, there's still 4 more ages to go, which is the correct response. So like, if I bring back one more red page, do I let him out? Was I supposed to only bring 1 page from each world? And there's 7 of them. So whichever one I get to 4 first is released. Like, if that were the case, it should not let me return to a world. That would force me to only bring 1 page. I remember when your computer couldn't run XCOM UFO Defense as well. I think I remember watching you jump through a bunch of hoops to get that going in DOSBox. Alright, what am I doing? Saving my game, probably. Yeah. Oh. Oh, my autosave is gone. LG? There we go. Oh, back when it came out, 4 floppy disks. Took an hour and a half to install and the PC couldn't run it. Oh no! Oh no, that's awful. I've had lots of problems back in the 90s with PC games. I think that's why I wasn't a PC gamer. Back then when it was all these disks and you had to make sure your computer was the right edition, like it had the right specs. It was harder to do way back in the day. Like back when you were scraping around for every kilobyte of RAM you could get. Nowadays it's not so bad. Because like machines are typically powerful enough to handle just about anything. Unless it's old, of course. But back then you had to have the right machine with the right parts. And it was tricky. I told the story at the top of the hour how I have this game on disc, but when I got it, I couldn't run it because my computer wasn't strong enough. And now I still have it, and I still can't run it because my computer is too strong. I had to buy this game again. Oh well. Every controller you had to do like 20 steps to set up before plug and play. Oh yeah. Manually installing drivers. That was fun time. I remember buying a like a Super Nintendo controller for PC, but it was like one of those really old ones with a serial plug on the back, and it wasn't USB. You plugged it into the serial port with the screws and everything. Then you had to install the software for it. And I thought, yeah, this will be great for playing my games on the computer. And then it's like trying to get it to work with the different programs. Oof. Oh, you have a Luna controller? I just plug in my PS4 controller. And that works fine. Won't work with this game, though. Anyhow, I'm going to give it a pause here for tonight. I'm really pleased. I really want to keep going, but I'm also a little bit scared. I'm going to do some research and find out what happens when I turn in the next set of pages. If I turn in page 4 to either of the books, does it set him free and lock me into an ending? What are the consequences? I don't want to look up puzzle solutions. I just want to look up what happens in the story. This isn't that type of game. Well, he keeps saying, bring me one more page and I'll be free. But I don't want to let him free yet. It's too old to look up stuff. Yeah. Play it how it was designed. But my mind goblins. I need to know. I need to know before I commit. I mean, I guess I do have my save system, right? I can just reload a save. Okay, Avada, how about this? Back in these days, things operated on word of mouth. You talked to your friend in the schoolyard, and they would give you hints and stuff about from when they played. So you say you beat this back in 98. It has several endings. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. That is what I wanted to know. It is the kind of thing where there's different endings depending on what you do. And you say several, not 2. Oh yeah, hey, whoop. What do I do with this? 1.5 endings? What do I do with white pages? Is there a third book? Is there a white book somewhere? If there is, you don't have to tell me where. Just confirm its existence. Don't give anyone pages. I can't tell if you're teasing me or not. Of course it's all a trick. Atris. Or is it Alrus? Alrus the Walrus? How come everyone has a really weird name except for Catherine? Topographical extrusion test. Oh well, anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. We will get one or more endings next time. But oh man, I'm really excited for this game. What's with all of these really old games being super good? I know it's not long, but I'm like 4 hours in and I gotta go to bed. I have work in a couple hours. I have to wake up in 6 hours and go to work. So I'm going to pause it here, and then I'll finish it next time, okay? It's not a 3-hour game when you get stuck looking for secret doors for like 40 minutes. Well, anyhow, I mean it. I mean it. I'm done for tonight. So since I actually have viewers, we're going to go see what Strange is doing. It's going to be a very similar game to this one, surely. Similar graphics and play style. Basically the same game. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking by. I'm having lots of fun. And I'll see you all next time.